So my name is Johan Pellicaan. I'm Vice President for Scale Computing in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And I'm responsible for a team across the countries, UK, Germany, France, and so on. And what we do is we provide a new, well, not really new, but an innovative way of running infrastructure on board of ships. And the complexity that we see in IT infrastructure is a nightmare, especially if you think about the tremendous growth, the explosion of operational technology in the maritime sector, which will increase by the day, generating more and more data. And people need to have a reliable system that is not complex to run this. And that's what we do. We really take out that complexity, deliver a base infrastructure platform for ships, and always high available, because we believe that uptime, is as important as a big data center onshore. It's as important in a ship, even more so important, because let's be honest, safety and crew security, crew safety and security on board of ships is key. So applications that are related to that, for example, cannot go down. That would be a nightmare for every ship manager, ship owner. So we provide those systems, and it's really new, it's innovative the way how we approach this. And that is helping not just the maritime industry, but we do this in the gambling industry, we do this in the retail and all type of other industries, because they all have the same problem. But again, the challenges from an IT perspective in the maritime sector are way more, because very simple, it's a moving target for a lot of challenges.
Indeed. And in your lightning talk, you said there is a disconnect between the bridge and the engine room, and you gave a percentage of a rough percentage of how much data doesn't need to go ashore. Could you expand on that?
Yeah, I think if you look at the data generated, that explosion of data that will grow by the day, we believe that 80 to 90% of that data is not having any impact for a shore-based storage. Yeah, so the data is generated to take a decision on board of the vessel itself at a specific moment, and only maybe 10% of data, 15% of data maximum, is interesting to analyze further onshore, across a fleet, for example, and what the results and the outcome is there. But the majority of data generated on a ship is really impacting decisions that are taken on the ship itself. So therefore, IT devices, people talk about cloud and Starlink and new technologies. Well, they really won't help, because system availability becomes more and more important than ever on board of a ship. And it's not a decision somebody takes for the next year or 3 months. No, it's a decision and an investment you take for at least 5 years. Yeah. So to understand what you need for tomorrow, but also for next year and the next 3 years, must be extremely easy to implement, easy to expand when necessary, and not having these extra huge costs because of, let's say, a new regulation coming on board in the maritime industry. Now suddenly you need to collect this or that data more. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So that's really what we provide: very scalable, high available systems. They're extremely easy to manage. And to that last point, our systems, in principle, when I compare this with the thousands of installations we have, compared to traditional IT infrastructure, saves more than 50% in management hours. And a complete data center in a box with 3 servers for high availability is set up within 10 minutes on board of a ship. And that's completely unique. No other competitor does this.